Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnekins. We are at the NAFB convention, and thank you to our sponsors, including Alcivia Co-op, Compeer Financial, also Annabis Silo Osteoplastics, and the Wisconsin Farmers Union. We're going to talk about crop insurance now with Tom Zacharias. He's president of the National Crop Insurance Program. And Tom, thank you for joining us. Of course, if you're looking to get crop insurance, don't forget to chat with Mark over at SFB, Security Financial Bank. He helps a lot of producers as well with crop insurance. And Tom, again, thank you for joining us. For farmers, crop insurance is something pretty important for their day-to-day operations, and the big thing is there's a lot of different types of insurance for different crops and different areas. So the best idea is really to go in and talk to your local agent.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. The strengths of the program these days are there is a lot of different products for farmers to choose from and at a lot of different levels, and that's across the U.S. There's virtually multiple county crop programs across the country. And in a particular area in the Midwest, obviously corn and soybeans, those are the major drivers there. This past year, prices were higher, so farmers had the ability to get more coverage. And as you pointed out, going and talking to the local agent to making sure they understand how those coverages attach, what the dates are, all that is vital. And it goes hand in glove with marketing alternatives, deciding how to market a crop, and then obviously knowing cost of production, and then that ties into the finance as well. So it's all a package, and we believe that crop insurance underpins that for the farmer.
And it really has changed over the years as well. It was just like, okay, you have corn and soybeans, but it's, dairy's involved now, livestock's involved, even hemp's involved.
Yeah, the diversity of the program, livestock has increased substantially in premium. A lot of that is dairy, as you observed. The hemp has come online as well. Specialty crop coverage has increased. There's a whole farm coverage, and there's some enhancements to that. Plus, there's some, not so much in the Midwest. Hurricane coverage down in the southeast was introduced 2 years ago and came in at a time when those farmers could utilize that coverage. So again, the diversity is something that is a strength of the program.
Talking with Tom Zacharias, he's president of the National Crop Insurance Program. Tom, are all of these programs one of the biggest results, or one of the biggest expectations is farmers having these type of insurance policies so that they're not always having to, there's a big disaster. We'll use the hurricane. Now we need to emergency try to help out the farmers that were hit by this. By having this program, it takes the need to do that away and makes things actually a little bit easier.
Well, historically, if one goes back to 1993, where we had the severe flooding and excessive moisture in the Midwest, that was what's the word? One of those pivoting events. I hate to use the word pivot these days, but that was the backdrop, or what set off the 94 legislation. And the program has grown substantially since 94, and then there's been other major investments, and the program has performed well. It has actuarial targets that it must meet, and it has. Again, the program has expanded in terms of acreage, and the men and women working in this industry have rolled up their sleeves. We had the 2012 drought, which was an example of crop insurance being effective and being where it needed to be at the right time, and there were no calls for ad hoc disaster. The derecho back in 2020, again, that was a situation in which farmers, property-wise, health, tremendous losses there, and crop insurance was able to help in that regard with the losses when all that corn got blown down.
So farmers, again, talk with your local crop insurance agent. Again, you can also chat with Mark over at SFB, Security Financial Bank, for more on crop insurance to help your operation and, more importantly, protect your operation as well. From the NAFB convention, I'm Brian Winnekins for WRDN.